Picture this, a modern bodybuilder, gym-trained, protein shake-fueled, going head-to-head in a strength contest against an average hunter-gatherer from 50,000 years ago. Who do you think wins? Your first instinct is probably obvious, the guy who spends 4 hours a day in the gym, right? But the real answer might completely shock you. Scientists who've studied ancient skeletons have found something almost unbelievable about how strong our ancestors actually were. And once you hear it, you'll never look at a gym membership the same way again. Today, humans are, by almost every historical measure, the least physically active version of our species that has ever existed. We sit in chairs for work, sit in cars to travel, and sit on couches to relax. Even people who go to the gym regularly are still only active for a tiny fraction of their day. Ancient humans didn't have that luxury. Every single day was a full-body workout, whether they wanted it or not. Walking for miles to find food, carrying heavy loads back to camp, climbing, digging, hunting, building shelter, all without a single rest day. So let's start with something scientists can actually measure directly: bone density. When researchers examine ancient human skeletons, they consistently find something remarkable. The bones are noticeably thicker and denser than ours, especially in the legs and arms. This isn't some evolutionary superpower, it's simply the result of a lifetime of heavy, repeated physical stress. Bone literally grows stronger the more force you put through it, and ancient humans were putting enormous amounts of force through their bodies every single day of their lives. Some researchers have compared the bone density of ancient hunter-gatherers to that of modern elite cross-country runners. Except the ancient humans were achieving that density through everyday survival, not structured training. Then there's grip strength, and this one is almost hard to believe. Studies analyzing the attachment points where muscles connected to ancient bones suggest that our ancestors had significantly stronger grip strength than the average person today, and even stronger than many trained athletes. Constantly climbing, digging, throwing spears, and carrying heavy loads by hand for literally your entire life will do that to a human body. Modern humans, by comparison, mostly use their grip strength to hold a phone. But raw strength wasn't even ancient humans' greatest physical weapon. Their real superpower was endurance. Humans are one of the only animals on the planet capable of something called persistence hunting, literally chasing an animal on foot for hours, sometimes across entire days, until the animal simply collapses from exhaustion. And modern humans, for the most part, have completely lost the training and conditioning required to do it. Most four-legged animals are faster than humans in a sprint, but almost none of them can out-endure a human runner in extreme heat. It's one of the strangest and most effective hunting strategies in the entire animal kingdom. Our unique ability to sweat efficiently, combined with our upright running form, meant ancient humans could outlast prey that could easily outrun them in a short sprint. Now, if you think ancient Homo sapiens were strong, wait until you hear about our close relatives, the Neanderthals. Fossil evidence suggests Neanderthals had incredibly dense, robust skeletons and powerful upper body strength, likely developed from close-range hunting of massive prey using spears rather than thrown weapons. Some researchers estimate Neanderthal strength may have significantly exceeded that of the average modern human, built from a lifestyle that demanded raw physical power just to survive day to day. So does that mean modern humans would lose every physical contest against our ancestors? Not exactly. Here's the twist. Elite modern athletes, Olympic weightlifters, professional strongmen, elite sprinters, can absolutely match or exceed the raw strength of ancient humans in specific, specialized tasks. Modern sports science, nutrition, and structured training have allowed a small percentage of the population to reach physical peaks that likely didn't exist in the ancient world. The difference is scale. Ancient strength was the average, built into nearly everyone through daily survival. Modern peak strength is the rare exception, built through years of specialized dedication that most people will never pursue. So why did humanity get physically weaker overall? The honest answer is, we traded raw physical power for something far more valuable: efficiency. As tools, agriculture, and technology developed, humans no longer needed to be maximally strong just to survive. Energy that once went toward building dense bone and heavy muscle could instead be redirected toward other things: bigger brains, more complex thought, cooperation, and innovation. In a very real sense, modern humans aren't weaker because we failed. We're weaker because we succeeded at building a world where raw physical strength stopped being the deciding factor between life and death. We simply don't need it anymore, and that's not a loss, It's proof of how far we've come. So let's finally answer the big question. In a hypothetical, fair contest, who would actually win? In pure short-term strength, the single lift, a single sprint, a single throw, a modern elite athlete, backed by specialized training and modern nutrition, could likely go toe-to-toe with, or even beat, an average ancient human. But in a full-day survival contest, walking for miles, tracking prey, surviving in the wild without modern tools, using raw functional full-body strength for hours on end, the average ancient human would almost certainly demolish the average modern human, athlete or not. Different kinds of strength, but when it comes to raw, sustained, everyday survival power, our ancestors still take the crown. So the next time you finish a tough workout and feel proud of yourself, remember that for our ancestors, that same level of physical effort wasn't a workout, it was just Tuesday. Do you think you could survive a single day living like an ancient human? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into what our ancestors' bodies were really capable of, hit subscribe for more stories about how humans used to live before modern comfort took over.